All right, Pat, thank you. And Governor Andrew Cuomo fighting a tough crowd when it comes to some issues out of New York City. But those issues could have an impact here on the whole state. And one of his only allies turns out to be a pretty unlikely one. And joining us now to talk more about it, our political analyst, New York Post state editor Fred Dicker. How about a little of the backstory here, Fred?
Well, this is quite a fight, Liz. It has to do with Mayor de Blasio in New York City wanting that pre-K program. He wants higher taxes in New York City. He's escalated his demand. Now he wants New York City to have the right to increase minimum wages in New York City on its own, not to have the state increase it, but to have New York City increase it. Well, both of these things have put him on a collision course with his fellow Democrat, Governor Andrew Cuomo, and it's really quite remarkable to see what's going on. The governor is virtually without any allies in his own Democratic Party. Even the Democratic co-leader of the Senate, Jeff Klein, yesterday suggested that he would hold up the state budget in order to get Bill de Blasio the higher taxes that he wants. Well, he backed off that today, but that was an indication of the problems the governor faces. All the big unions in New York City, especially the public employee unions, are with de Blasio against the governor. The working families parties with de Blasio against the governor. Governor's only ally, ironically, Dean Skelos, the Senate Republican leader, who yesterday said he wouldn't allow Mayor de Blasio's proposal for higher taxes in New York City to come to a vote. And he's being attacked by, as you'd expect, the Democrats over that one. But to me, it's a very unique situation, Liz, where the de facto head of the Democratic Party, Governor Cuomo, is really out of sync with Obama-like, very left-of-center Democrats down in New York City who are making a major push to get their way in Albany.
So this isn't driven personally then, this is issue driven.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's a direct challenge to Governor Cuomo's re-election rationale. He's claiming that his real purpose, or what his desire is, to make this state attractive to business, to lower taxes, to be competitive. Down in New York City, where the Democrats predominate and they control pretty much most of the legislature, they're saying just the opposite. They're saying higher taxes. They don't care about business competitiveness. They want to redistribute money. It really, on the state level, is the battle we're seeing fought out now, really, between, I think, the Democrats and Republicans in Washington, as well as with President Obama and the Republican opposition to him.
And just a quick word on getting his support from Dean Skelos.
Well, Skelos is in a very delicate position. He's got a lot of control in the Senate, but he's not the majority leader. The point there is that if the Republicans are going to stand for anything, they have to stand against higher taxes and be business friendly. The irony, of course, is that the governor now is relying on that Republican message to give him cover, so far successfully, to prevent or forestall Mayor de Blasio's success. By the way, it's also a battle between two power forces, the mayor of the city of New York, the governor of the state of New York. If the mayor beats the governor, that's certainly not good for the governor's national reputation.
All right, interesting stuff, and I'm sure it'll continue to play out, and you can keep us informed on that one. Thank you, Fred. Fred's on the radio too, live from the state capitol weekday mornings, 10 to 11 on Talk 1300 AM.
And time now to see how things are looking outside. We're going to take a live look at downtown Albany. No complaints out there really today. Maybe a little cold for some, who knows. Chief Meteorologist Steve LaPointe here now with first weather. Steve.
Yeah, Greg, it was a little cold today. In fact, it's a little cold out there right now. 18 with the breeze. It's going to get really cold overnight tonight. Temperatures should fall rapidly, 10, 12 degrees by 8 o'clock, 7 below. That's what I'm expecting the capital region to drop to, double-digit below zero readings, colder spots across the north. So we'll just call that downright frigid, mostly clear skies with light winds. But a nice recovery tomorrow. The wind won't be as strong, so we'll have that going for us, and a lot of sunshine as well as the numbers come back into the mid-20s. The last dry day, because snow is on the way for Thursday. Still a lot of questions with this storm, however, which I'll look into towards the end of this half hour. Liz.